go.
Okay.
All right. How many questions is there?
Like 10.
Why did you decide to become a small business owner?
It excited me.
What is your education level and past training?
Associate's degree in technology from Utah State University. And then I have a, I don't know, hands-on knowledge, I suppose.
What is the most important thing you have learned as a small business owner?
Responsibility.
How do you believe you've developed or changed since you began?
A lot more stressed out. I've grown up a lot.
What type of communication do you use in your profession?
People's communication. You gotta talk to people.
Alright.
Like in person?
What do you use most often? Email, phone, face-to-face?
Phone, probably. Everything's done by either text message or calling. Sometimes email.
Alright. In your line of work, how important is it to be an effective communicator?
Oh yeah, it's pretty important. If you don't communicate effectively, then things don't get done. Trips get missed, or run at the last second. You can't schedule. It's hard to schedule if you're not communicating what's going to happen.
What type of strategies do you use to be an effective communicator?
Hell, I don't know. We try to prioritize what we need done the most, and then we try to communicate it to whoever we can who can help us get it done, whatever that be, drivers or vendors, whatever we need. You know, if we need equipment or supplies, you know, what's the most important thing, and then we try to work down in that order.
What age range do you most encounter? How does this affect your communication strategies?
Kindergarten to 12th grade are my age ranges. And it varies depending on the student, but I guess I shouldn't say it's all the way from kindergarten to it'd be probably about 70 or 80 years old. So strategies, you have to tailor whatever you're going to talk to them about appropriate for their age, you know. So you can't talk to an 80-year-old man like he's 3. You can't talk to a 3-year-old like they're 80, you know.
It's Dave Woody.
Huh?
Unless it's Dave Woody.
Well, there's...
What are some audience analysis issues you must deal with at work?
Explain that.
I don't even know what that means.
How do you interpret like how your audience reacts to what you're saying? And what do you do to change how you're talking to them?
Well, I'll take, for example, driving the bus. If you talk in a calm, clear manner and ask them to do certain things in a polite way, it doesn't happen. And so you have to kind of, I guess, assess the situation and your level of aggressiveness towards the situation or your level of calm in order to get the offending students to understand how serious their nature is being.
Do you ever speak in front of large groups, and how do you prepare for your audience?
I have yeah. I speak in front of large groups every now and again.
How do you prepare?
Well, it depends on what the subject is. If the subject, you know, I research the subject, throw in some personal experiences with it, you know, and then tell a joke or two, you know. But usually the best thing to do is to research it, find how you've applied that in your life, or how it's affected your life, or what you use it for in your life. You know, tell some experiences that way, or whatever, you know, how it's helped you, or how, whatever, you know, what you've learned from doing certain things by using the method, or whatever. And then you close by a testimonial of how good that product was, or how bad it was, or whatever. So, I mean, most of it comes down to research and study and knowing your facts.
Does your job focus more on listening or speaking?
Mostly listening, I would say.
How do you master them?
Listening and speaking?
Yeah.
Or I don't know if anybody ever masters listening. I don't know, just try to pay attention, I guess, and then the key is knowing when you need to respond and when you don't, and hearing, you know, when you listen and hear certain things, whether or not it's appropriate or, you know, for a response, or if it's better if you just don't, you know, you let your actions speak louder than words type of thing. So, I don't know if you ever really master it.
That should be good.
Thank you.
But. Are we done now?
Yeah.
I feel like you actually did a better